massive crash ends with a bus into a building and leaves a stretch of Reisterstown Road littered with damaged vehicles, bricks, and hanging power lines. Welcome into the news at 11, everyone. I'm Rick Ritter. That call came in for a mass casualty incident around 6 o'clock tonight and involved 7 different vehicles. Tonight, we know around 30 people were transported to the hospital, at least one of them in critical condition. Bryant Reed has been following this crash since we first broke this story on WJZ News at 7 tonight. And Bryant, you spoke to the fire chief. What else have you learned tonight?
Well, Rick, as you can imagine, there is a lot going on. I'll show you what we're experiencing right now. You can see this tow truck here. Cars are being taken out of the road, this block of road of Reisterstown, and they are putting on the tow trucks. You can see the bus that is into a FedEx building. That is going to be towed away soon. You can see that the power lines are being worked on currently as well. Now, Rick, as you asked, we have learned that dozens of people had to be put on stretchers and taken to the hospital. We also know that the jaws of life had to be used on at least one vehicle in order to save somebody. All of this as it was a horrific and scary scene as the area is still recovering.
It was like boom, and then then I looked up and I saw him just crushing into cars.
Now it's more of like a war scene.
A 12-vehicle collision, including an MTA bus, shutting down blocks of Reisterstown Road in Pikesville. The crash site from Old Court Road to McHenry Avenue. Witnesses described to WJZ how the accident unfolded.
The bus took out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. Took out the telephone pole and then took out the business where it's in.
Approximately 30 people are injured from the wreck, one in critical condition, according to Chief Dixon.
An event like this, when we have what we call a mass casualty, overwhelms.
WJZ cameras saw victims being put on stretchers, including the MTA bus driver. Emotions ran high in the aftermath as people realized what they just experienced. Nearby businesses jumped in to help.
It's a pretty sad scene to see.
Daisy Flores works at a pizza shop on the block. She says they tried to help the crash victims.
We're offering them water, see if they need any help. But they were still in shock, so they couldn't talk or say anything.
She says she's not sure how this wreck would affect business for the night or coming days as the road remains closed.
That's the principal road we use for delivery.
But says that's the least of their worries. As cars scatter the street, a bus remains stuck in a building and power lines run across the road. Passers-by telling WJZ they hope everyone can recover as investigators dive into how this happened. Now, giving you another look at the damage that we have been seeing here. Most of this has been cleaned up, at least half of this part of Reisterstown Road. But once again, everybody just hoping that everybody involved in this accident will eventually be okay. There are a lot of victims that have been involved, a lot of injuries, and the fire chief telling us that they can't exactly put a number on it just yet. That's why he was giving approximate numbers, but saying that, man, they're just hoping that everybody is going to turn out okay. Now, of course, this is a big scene, which means that it could take some time to iron out the details. We've seen accident reconstruction here. They've had drones up in the sky casing the area to see if they can piece together what happened. But as you can imagine, this investigation is ongoing, and we will be provided with updates, and we'll make sure to let you know both on air and online with any of the latest details. On the corner of Pikesville tonight, Bryant Reed, WJZ.
Keeping those families involved in our prayers tonight. Brian, thank you.